Hello everyone, and welcome back to Lemon Rolls with What Team Comp. I am your host, the Uncommon Guru, and we are picking back off with some more moving from the Scar, trying to figure out what you guys are doing next. You guys have heard about some stuff going on down south, further south than where you are currently in the Scar, of bands of apparently orcs and other races that are causing mischief and mayhem, and quite possibly are moving somewhere to the southwest, going along the Colossi's crawl that you guys are currently next to. And there's basically a team of gnolls that are just kind of like, yeah, we're gonna be heading that way. If you want to come with us, you can. If you don't want you to, you don't have to. But you guys made it sound like you guys were pretty open to traveling with them, and so you guys are going to have some time to get yourselves ready before heading out. So, is there anything that you guys would like to be doing in the meantime? I do remember Gyra saying that he wanted to have a quick powwow with everyone.
Yep. Gonna have to give you one moment. I'm in the middle of fishing.
What are you in the middle of fishing?
Fishing.
Stardew, I'm sorry.
You're on Stardew! You didn't say shit to me!
She's been playing Stardew all day. Be a better friend and check her Twitter more, Pip.
Butters, unlike you, I have a life other than stalking her fucking Twitter.
I don't.
Anyway. Alright, yeah, so, I guess once everyone's back at the tavern, I guess Gyros would go around, like, saying he'd like to talk with everyone, minus Butter's character. Sorry.
So do you come in and say, hey, I want to talk to everyone, except you? You just look at the dwarf.
Like,
Because he's chilling with Arthos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
then
yeah,
when he
they're just in the bar.
he'd specifically be like, Arthos could specifically call out Arthos.
You have message.
Yeah. He'd be like, yeah, could I talk with you for a moment? Like, upstairs? And probably slowly gather everyone.
Hold on, I was away for just a moment. We're
powwowing upstairs, but minus Butters' character, and we're trying to subtly get upstairs without him realizing.
Jarrus ain't cool with him like that.
Everybody roll stealth.
Yeah.
Okay, how many people are in the bar?
There's the 8 gnolls.
No, I mean of the party.
Oh, is this still in the...
Yeah, this is still the same day. Yes.
Same day, we've just finished the whole Arthos Thieves Canting.
Yes.
Okay, right.
Ah, yes.
Wolf had to speak to you.
Right.
Yeah, it was upstairs.
Yeah, Arthos would just go, yeah, sure.
Okay. Then, yeah, I guess slowly, eventually, everyone minus Butter's character will be up there. I keep saying Butter's character because I'm having a hard time remembering the name. What was it again? Ryle.
Lad.
There we go. Ryle?
Wow.
Anyway,
Dude, then I have a DM question for you.
It rhymes with Kyle, that's how I remember it.
oh, my door's not closed.
Oh no.
I guess he'd gather in his own room, because that's just in poor taste to force a meeting in someone else's room.
Right.
Okay, in that case, once everyone's in there, he's gonna turn to them and... Oz! He's gonna turn to everyone and he's like... Well, I'll make this brief. I'm going to be staying here tomorrow when you guys leave.
I'm sorry?
There's a... What's it called again? They do call it Mage Guild, right?
Yeah, well, it's
Okay.
essentially the Mage Tower.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's like, well, there's a Mage Tower in town, and I wanted to start investigating into Vamian with them.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna investigate. I'm gonna incite the way that he said
Investigate his face!
Insight. Oh.
Yeah, go.
Dropped
Oh
it.
my god!
All right, what do you want exactly?
the way he said investigating was weird, and it suggests an ulterior motive.
He seems okay. Well, emotion. I'm gonna have to come up with as much as I can give you now.
No, just give emotional status of like what is
Yeah.
currently
I know.
going on with his face.
I
and
mean,
such.
emotionally, that's what I mean. I'm not like making him a fucking telepath over here.
Paragraph.
Yeah. Well, he seems a little conflicted, almost. I guess. A little uncomfortable, but I guess that's to be expected. Whenever Vamian comes up, he tends to get that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he says investigate, I guess surrounding that is just very uncomfortable. Or confusing, almost. I think he's just uncomfortable with Vamian. The idea of Vamian in general!
Oh my god.
Okay.
But he is serious about what he's saying. And by his tone, it definitely seems like he wasn't taking this decision lightly.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's the best you would get.
All right.
Okay. Nev is looking at the floor.
Sad bunny.
I was gonna say, can I insight, or is it just obvious that she's sad?
I'm not that obvious.
Yeah, okay. She's just obviously sad.
Oz,
Poor
I have a
thing.
question for how she looks. Are her ears like down?
A little bit.
Oh,
Oh,
How long should we expect you to be here?
I'm unsure. It depends, I suppose, how the investigation goes, or where they want me going next. It's hard to tell.
how long have you been thinking about this?
Well, it's... I've been thinking about it for a few days now. I didn't want to bring it up with you all until I was sure this is what I wanted to do.
So your mindset then?
He nods a little.
Okay. She'll just yank him into a hug.
Aw, he'll hug her back, of course.
If you fucking die on me, I will never forgive you.
He chuckles.
And I will find a way to bring you back so I can smack you.
He's not gonna make a comment. Any joke he makes is in poor taste, right? First of all,
I mean, to be honest, she's kind of
he already
smirking at him.
died.
She's kind of smirking at him considering she knows what he can do. But
Yeah.
she doesn't know about the...
He's not gonna make a joke about it right now. This is a bit of a serious moment.
You come out with that secret, you will be
Oh, not
suplexed.
that. Oh, yeah, not that one, that's for sure.
Be careful. If you're going to do something stupid, make sure that you have some sort of defense. Any. And just come back as quick as possible.
He's smiling and he kind of nods.
She kind of turns to the rest of the group. I mean, all we can do is wish him the best, correct?
Venrora will walk up to him.
Yeah.
Fear.
You fucking better be afraid.
Good.
She will pull him into a tight but not back-breaking hug. And
No, but I just heard something crack.
she's very careful to make sure that not too many things crack.
He might cough a little bit.
I
but
know,
on your
with a
back.
lad like this, it's hard that nothing cracks, but
He's easily breakable. He's very fragile.
Oh wait, he's
trying.
he's a little okay.
It's fine. He's gone through worse.
Yeah, he'll cough a little, yeah, but also hug back.
Very quiet wheeze.
She will say quietly to him,
You find him. And you get back what you lost. It won't be the same as when you once had it. But it will be better than not having it at all.
she lets him go.
Gyres will remember that.
I'm sorry. It's just.
He does. I don't think he really responds, but he definitely will remember that.
Oh my god.
And since everyone's hugging, he's gonna glance at the other two.
Come here.
Arthas will walk up and hold his hand out for a handshake.
No, he's gonna yank him in.
Yeah,
Isn't
he's gonna
he?
give it. He's gonna bring him into depth.
Yeah, he
Which one?
he's gonna kind of laugh about this, and he's not even gonna take the hand first. He's just gonna bring it into a hug.
Fuck your tricks.
He's gonna
Okay,
laugh
fine.
about it.
Well, you can
Fine.
do it my way.
Ignore my private space.
After that's
Wow.
done, Eva's. Oh, sorry.
Well, I didn't exactly prepare any words for this moment, but well, there are many paths to take. Sorry, I was just had some water.
He just takes a sip from the tea. No one knows what's in it.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything else, to be honest. Sorry, that's a bit disappointing.
he kind of chuckles, but he's pleased anyway. He's pleased regardless. And he'll also look at Nieves.
Nieves will walk up and she'll dig into her bag and she'll take out that tattered old spell book. You probably need this more than I do. She'll hand it to him.
He kind of looks at it and he's like, "Are you sure you want me to hold on to this?"
I mean, I translated a lot of the things, and I don't think I could help you with them any further. I think it'd be better off with you.
He looks at it, but he does take it, and he's like,
Okay.
"Thank you. This should be useful."
I gotta talk to Guru about what other spells might be in there. Hey.
Discuss more of that later.
Alright. Yeah, that's.
He's still looking at her, like
Oh.
he's expecting.
She doesn't hug him.
I'm sure she doesn't. He was more watching to
She looks
see what she
hesitant
would
though.
do.
She follows Erthos' lead and just extends her hand out for a handshake, as one does.
Huh.
If she's
this
doing
is-
it the way that you're speaking about it,
She's doing it very warily. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. She wasn't expecting that, so she falls into it.
Okay, yeah, then he'll hug her.
Cassie immediately walks away just so that she doesn't know she did it.
Yeah, because with her, I'm not sure he would just force a hug on her.
you didn't see anything.
She's skittish. It'll be a nice, soft one though. He's not gonna make it scary.
You have no reason to fear me yet.
He's not gonna skin her and make her into soup.
No.
Yet.
One day, maybe.
He needs your bones. It's fine. Throw it away.
But yeah, and that's it. Oh, actually, I meant to ask too. Who's holding on to the Magebane box right now, or puzzle box, or
I
whatever?
thought it was Earthos.
I think it was me.
Earthos? Okay. Just checking.
Oh yeah, Arthos would like get it out. Like, do you want it for the time being, or I can keep it and keep working on it?
He looks at it and he's like, maybe just for tonight. I'll take one last crack at it.
I feigned tossing it over to him, but then I just basically hand it out, just like
Fastball at the face.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, he
just-
probably jerks when you do it.
Wait, you pull like a Big Brother type thing?
Sort
And
of.
you just go, oh, and you just pretend.
No, not that. It's kind of more like a dad thing.
Or
Yeah.
like a fake you out.
Just like when you're holding something delicate and you're like, oh, catch.
You don't actually throw it.
Charles would break a fucking knee just to catch that shit.
I was gonna say, the way he is, he'd probably jerk and like act like he was gonna catch it, but realize he's fucking around.
Wow. Oh, you good, Taru?
Sorry, no, I just been to coffee. That's all.
Okay. I don't know. Is the scene still going on? I'm sorry. I'm like trying to figure
I
things
think-
out.
I think that's about it, unless anyone else wanted to say anything else.
Any parting words for the obituary?
I mean, if we're still here for a night, Cassie is definitely going to suggest that they at least spend time with him. Because it doesn't
Nieves
seem like it's time to go to bed.
Nieves leaves after. Guru, would there be any stores open now?
Yeah, it's. I said it was only like around what I say, noonish.
Oh, what the fuck? We go into
Yeah,
shopping then,
no,
boys.
remember? Because I went to get some books and you said it closed. We had an
Yeah.
hour
I was
left
gonna
before it
say,
closed.
yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you. I'm like, I was thinking of something else. My apologies.
So there wouldn't be any general stores or anything open?
None that would sell what you're looking for.
I'll go tomorrow morning then.
Yeah. I don't know. If there's nothing else anyone wants to say,
So we'll move into the next day then.
Now I can go shopping.
Before we-
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I've got plenty of things to do. You guys left me out. Time to cause No, I've got jack shit. I've got jack shit to do. I'm just here, dude. I'm just here. When you get back down, he's probably re-entering the bar with Botha behind him.
I'm probably gonna head out with Nieves.
Okay, so you two go to look.
I'm
around
gonna get
town.
some potions.
oh wait, is this in the morning?
No,
Yeah.
we're talking, before we go into the morning, Gyrus, do you
Okay.
want to do anything with the box tonight?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you something.
Alright, I imagine you're typing it in DMs from the fact that you said you're going to ask me something, but you didn't immediately start asking it to me.
Yeah, I was just about to.
Go
I
for
need
the
to check my
jugular
notes
more,
first.
Chief. Go for the jugular more. Fuck her up.
what is this?
Fuck her up real.
Please, I was just about getting ready for the death roll.
I was just checking my notes really quick. doo-doo-doo-doo. I mean, you can go to someone else first.
No one else
Last
is doing
person of the
shit.
night.
Oh, really?
If-
Oh,
unless
Yes.
no
anyone
one else
talks
wants to
to,
do anything?
unless
during
anyone
the
else
night.
talks to Ryle, yeah.
Poor Ryle. Okay, yeah.
I'm here.
Which way was that, though?
Good question. That doesn't tell me which way you're trying to do it.
I know! I was trying to find it in my... I was taking my notes first. I'm not sure I wrote it, though, for some reason.
What? Oh, you wanted to do that one.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so like one of the first ones that I said you knew. So okay, so it's for all you guys who don't know, Gyrus figured out the way to open it as the rod.
Oh, when he's opening it, it's in private in his room, by the way. Just making this clear.
You doing everything in private, we're not shocked.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is how he is.
You do everything in
Arthas
private.
would like to,
So
or he would offer to help.
Oh, well... Alright, he's not gonna say no to that. That's too weird. Too suspicious if he says no.
Alright, so the two of you are in the room.
Cassie is gone with Nieves, isn't she?
This is at night?
Yeah, okay,
So
so...
you're saying that you're going to follow her in the morning.
I
Yeah,
thought
in the
you guys left
morning.
at night. Oh, okay.
No, everything's closed.
Well, yeah, that's why I was confused.
Huh?
I was confused earlier. Anyway,
I'm so confused now.
it's okay.
Don't worry, I am too. Would you two have accepted Cassie into this little powwow?
Arthas wouldn't have a problem with it.
Well, it's not like he can say no.
I mean, she even says that he could say no if he wants to.
Well, you know how Gyrus is. That doesn't mean anything.
But,
He can't say no. Yeah, he's gonna, accept it, but I'm not sure he's gonna be forthcoming with that option quite yet.
Okay. So, you take the rod. At one end of it, you cast the light cantrip. You hold it out, and then you cast Toll the Dead on the tip that has the light cantrip on it, and you all watch as the light cantrip slowly begins moving down the rod. Goes down, down. As soon as it hits the middle, you remember what to do?
No?
Uh-oh.
Like I said, I was trying to find it in my notes, but I couldn't find it.
Gyrus has keen mind, he remembers.
He remembers.
Give me a
As-
second.
As soon as it gets to the middle, he twists it. Because otherwise it would cause everyone within 30 feet to have to make a wisdom saving throw against Toll the Dead.
oh
Ah,
god.
that's right, yeah.
So yeah, he's not trying to hurt his friends, he's just trying to find out what's the T on this. I guess that's
Yeah.
the phrasing for it.
Mm-hmm.
So you twist it, and as soon as you twist it, the light fades. You kind of like stand there for a second, you kind of look down, you like slowly kind of let go with your hands, like reposition yourself, and you feel the bottom half slide downwards, like, you know, gravity affecting it.
Hmm.
And as soon as you kind of pull it down, keeping a hand on it, I don't imagine you're going to drop it. But eventually it does click. You turn it over and you realize it's got a little hidden compartment, a little tube. And turn it over to see what's inside. A scroll kind of just drops into your hand.
Oh. Interesting. He's kind of looking at the other two like, oh, well, that worked.
Hmm.
And he'll slowly open the scroll.
So you wanted to look at it, see what it is.
Yeah.
Does opening a scroll cast it? I can't remember.
Apparently it doesn't. You have to read the incantation to actually cast it. So you can look it over to
Okay.
review it. I have made that mistake before myself with thinking it's not. I've looked it over, I've read up on it because I like scrolls, I want them to be used more. I use them, therefore I need them to be used more.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
I
about
knew
to
that
say,
part, yeah.
I was confident too. I would have just opened that if I thought it would cast it.
Hmm.
It is a spell scroll of Leomund's Tiny Hut. Or just, in this case, Tiny Hut.
Does Jairus know what that is?
It is
Or-
essentially a magical ritual dome that you can set up.
Okay. But Gyrus knows what it is then?
You've encountered it before
Okay.
in
So
the past.
it's-
It's a third level evocation spell. 9 creatures can fit in it. And until the spell ends, you can command the interior to become dimly lit or dark. It is opaque from the outside, but is transparent from the inside. So you can make it essentially like look like it's part of the scenery while you're able to watch people walk by. Granted, it takes a minute to set up. It's not like you just cast it and be done. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it, but it's essentially a little shelter that you can use for little hidey ways and such like that if you're trying to be sneaky.
How interesting. He'll explain it to the other two as well. If it's not apparent. I don't know.
I doubt that I know what that fucking spell is. I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
Arthos would just, like, nod. It doesn't particularly get it, but, I mean, the clue's in the name, I guess. A hut.
Gyrus is standing there trying to think of how that would be useful. Exactly.
I mean, it could provide shelter. We get stuck in the outdoors more than often enough.
He kind of nods. Well, and I don't know, I guess he hands it to Cassie, and he's like, I think you all will probably need it more than me.
Why are you giving it to me? He's a smart one.
Hands it to Arthos?
I look at Cassie like, do you think I can cast spells?
Wait, you don't have to be a magic caster to use scrolls, do you?
I think you do.
Oh, you do?
Don't
Oh, I
you?
didn't know that.
No, anyone can. You just have to make a check.
You have to make an Arcana check if it's not on your spell list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
To be fair, I usually say it's you have to make a check based off of who created it. So if a warlock made it be a charisma check because it is trying to draw from your charisma, wisdom, or intelligence to use it. Otherwise, the spell fails.
Okay. And do we know of like?
Like, granted, in character, you guys may not know this. That'd be something you guys would have to explain.
Yeah, Gyrus would explain that. He's like, anyone can use it.
Okay. Guri, would we know what ability it uses?
For this, based off of Gyrus, I'd say Gyrus roll an intelligence check.
Also,
yeah, he
is
would
it, like,
explain the details of how to use it, of course.
Is
so.
it an Arcana check of that ability?
No, it is just a straight check of it, because otherwise rogues with expertise and it would just be casting all the spells.
It was to GM on accident, but it's 14.
14 is good enough to know that this is an intelligence-based caster.
Okay.
This.
Yeah, he'll explain this.
I probably am the best person in the party to use it then.
Please. I just imagine Earth poking back his hair for some reason while he says that.
He does take it?
He's fairly matter of fact, but I don't know about Ryle, but yeah, I'll take it, I suppose. Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Okay. I was checking a couple other things. Yeah, then I guess they could spend some more time just trying to figure out any other way to open this thing.
Roll an intelligence check. You'll be able to do it for one more.
It's a magic box.
Okay. Just a straight roll from any of us, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Any or all.
Could I help?
I think anyone, maybe?
you guys have been helping with this. Part of the problem is as you guys are working on it and such, you guys get a little bit off topic at times.
Reminiscing about the good old days.
And you kind of just...
So, neither of us get a chance to help at all.
You're all working on it together is how I'm seeing this in my mind, but with that I'd say it's a group effort, but it's a group effort of...
I feel like us helping lowered the DC, but he still rolled a 6!
Yes.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, makes sense.
No,
don't
have
ping.
everyone rolling one at a time because you're all there, obviously. That's not gonna stop you from being there and assisting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fair.
Okay. But after you guys have some time to sleep, breathe, relax, Cassie goes out with Nieves in search of potions.
Potions.
In the morning?
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Jarvis would have said he would like to see you guys before y'all head off, so.
Oh, we know. That's why I'm going out early.
Yeah.
As soon as the potion shop opens, I'm there.
Okay.
How much for potions?
You might not catch what Jairus is saying if he's leaving, you know.
I love the idea everyone sleeps in today, and it's just the only one there is
My
Ryan.
intention was to get the potions and be there by the time. I thought he was staying in town. I thought.
Staying in
He
town,
is.
yes.
Oh,
He just wanted to make sure to see you guys off.
Well, yeah, the Knowles said they didn't want to leave till the, like, mid-afternoon anyway, so...
Yeah. So it should be fine.
Around noon. Like, just after
Yeah, so it's
noon.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
Do I find potions, Guru?
Eventually, after searching around, you will find potions.
Oh, hell yeah. How much are they and what kinds are there?
I'm pulling up to see if they have any other potions besides the regular standard 2
Potion.
plus 2 potions. Curse you and you're constantly
Potion
saying
of
potions.
climbing.
Potion.
They might actually have that.
Oh, let's go!
Granted, it might actually be more expensive than your normal potion
Oh,
of climbing because of the fact you're next to the scar, and people who go climbing next to the scar generally run into things, and so, you know, I mean, if you're gonna die, at least you should pay, you know, your money's worth for it.
Can't blame him.
You can't pay back your, you know, your worth if you're, you know, attacked by Mephits and thrown into the pit.
Oh, fuck. Run!
What?
Okay, he's coming out. Oh, fuck.
What?
He's not coming
Okay,
out for me.
good.
He's not cutting out for me, Paris.
Yeah? Yeah?
He cut it out real quick, and, like, he cut in, I
He didn't cut
heard...
out at all. He didn't cut out for me.
He cut out for me, and then it came back, and I heard Mephits, and that was it.
Okay.
It's like, what the fuck? I'm okay now.
50 gold.
What are we talking
What?
about?
Regular potions?
Yes. Regular,
forgot.
common, 2d4 plus 2 potions of healing. The
how
potions of
much?
climbing are 250 gold.
Ma'am? Excuse me? Okay, so how much are the regular ones again?
50
Whoa.
for the regular
50?
ones. Yeah.
This is illegal. Okay, I'm gonna buy 5 of them?
Okay.
Is that 250?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that, and I'll get like 5 minus 250 because I don't know how to add on my own. Put it in the calculator. Okay, so I have those now.
You can check to see. You're looking specifically for that kind of history?
Mm-hmm.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna pick up some fruit too.
Okay. That'll be like 2 gold.
Yeah, baby.
Mm.
You can get yourself
God damn it.
a bag of like.
Can I use
apples,
persuasion
oranges,
instead?
lemons. You can
Please.
roll a persuasion check. Sure.
Never mind. Oh,
You
never
forget to
mind.
ask.
I mean, I would have just said, just take the roll that you did.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. It's still higher than the roll that I
No, I mean like I
What's
would
the
have just
result,
said take the
Guru?
d20 and then add your persuasion modifier instead.
Okay.
But anyway,
There are a couple books about the history of the area, but you're not versed on anything that happened in the area that would be magical specifically, so you're just like, you can grab a few if you want still.
Don't forget to add and run. Alright.
And I guess we go back if that's the only thing Cassie's looking for.
How much is one?
Oh.
For a book?
25?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh fuck! How much is that? Can I get that hair dye, Guru, that Gyrus and I were looking at yesterday?
Why?
Yeah.
How much is it?
How much did I say? I don't think I gave you a
I
price.
can't remember. I don't think it was that much, but I can't remember what it was.
We'll say 5 gold.
Oh hell yeah, let's get it.
Have gold hair dye. God, I wish it was that cheap in real life.
Let's be fair, they don't.
Yeah, only 5 weeks worth of pay for hair dye.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Dude, a wig is like fucking painfully expensive. Good professional magic dye? Are you kidding me? It cost me
It's
almost
magic?
150.
It's not.
It cost me. Oh, it's not okay, well, fuck's sake.
No.
Yeah, no, it's just
No,
common hair
actually,
dye.
I still take that back because to go to a salon and get it done, they didn't even dye my hair and I still paid 150. So,
Salons
Yeah.
are different.
Did Cassie want to look at anything else?
yeah, good.
Alright.
Okay, so I guess we go back to the inn.
Anything else y'all want to do before you head out?
Wait, where's Gyrus? Where is he?
I guess before then I would also like to go and go shopping, I guess.
Shit, he came with us?
Oh no,
No, he
he
was
showed up
shopping.
separately.
Okay, so when he gets back, I'm gonna look for him.
Well, we're not at him being back yet. I need to know what he's doing.
I know.
Yeah. He would have looked if there. I don't know. He's looking at random knickknacks mainly, but is there any I don't know, like stuffed animals? Anywhere selling stuffed animals?
Roll an investigation check. After looking around for a little bit, you eventually do see that there's a few places that are selling very cheap stuffed animals. Like they're not like, you know, they had a lot of time put into it and stuff like that. They're just quickly put together. Mostly though, they have instead of like stuffed animals, they have like carvings, like small little carvings of things.
What kind of stuffed animals are there? I guess are they decently made or?
Craftsmanship could certainly certainly be better.
Yeah, I think he's gonna pass on that then.
Like you can tell what the animal is. Let me put it that way. So they're not terrible at their craft.
Yeah, Gyrus is. He's snooty. he's not gonna get something that's not
He's
great.
highbrow.
Yeah.
And high maintenance.
Yeah, so I guess he'll pass then. I guess there's not really anything else he would do yet. Yeah, he'd probably just head back then.
Okay.
Oh,
Hmm?
what time is it exactly?
I'd say you've got maybe hour and a half before noon.
Oh, that's not.
It's
That might
just-
not be
you're
enough
not,
time.
you're not too far away from it, so you'd be able to run and do maybe a few other things before going back, depending on what you're doing.
Yeah, I was just wondering if there's enough time to go to the tower first.
Yeah, there's time.
Okay, well, if there's time to do that first, he's gonna go there.
Alright. Alright, so you head to the tower. It's got a whole bunch of people that look in varying states of, how do I put this? Varying states of college feeling. Like there's some people who look like they're like wanting to die, but they're still up moving around. There's people who are like
yes. College.
Yeah.
noses in books, barely not bumping into people. There's
Please tell me there's a douchebag with a sitar. Please.
He's more sitting near like where there's like a little fountain area, just like playing, trying to get the chicks to notice him. But all the chicks are definitely not from the tower, because those ones you can see just like walking right past him, not giving him a second glance as he like watches them, just like, man, why can't I get a girl like that to look at me? While the girls around him are all fawning over him.
Excellent.
He's got like 5 girls around him just like listening to him play. He's just watching like these 3 girls walk away, just like, man, damn. And there's other guys like watching, just like, how come we can't get girls like that?
Oh my god,
There it
this
is.
is such a mess.
It is a mess. There are a
This
few
is a
people who look
mess.
like they're of higher standing. They've got little ways of showing that they are more distinguished in their own ways. Instructors, if you will.
Well, I guess I would go up to one of the more instructor-looking people, more official-looking people, and he'll greet them. He'll be like, "Good evening."
Yes, yeah. Hello. Good evening. Kind of like looks you over, just like, may I help you?
Yes, actually, it's actually a bit of a serious issue. Is there someone I could talk to about who runs here? Who's in charge here?
You don't just come to a tower asking who runs this place and suspect to see. Oh my goodness. I can get you in touch with someone to take your request. The hell's with it. Pulls out a paper. What is it that you are looking to have spoken to the head of the tower?
It's in regards to another. Vamian was a part of the Mage Guild, right?
Yes, he was part of it.
Okay.
Prominently in Volfest.
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
he's
he
gonna be
touched
like.
base anywhere else, but in Volfest he was a member at the very least. Didn't seem super high. He just seemed, he didn't flaunt himself. He just was, just your average wizard.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he'll be like, it's in regards to another member of the guild that from Volfest. Or, yeah, that's, I guess, the best way to put it. Jarvis would be a lot smoother than I am.
He just kind of stares at you for a moment, just like, and you brought evidence to us. If it's from Volfest, you should be taking this to them in Volfest, not to us.
It's a bit of a time-sensitive issue, so I thought I'd consult with someone as soon as I could.
I can send them a sending if you are bringing them some information that they need to know of, or if you have something to show them that they would be in need of knowing. You do have something like that, right?
Give me 1 second. He does, I'm sure, right? Like, doesn't he have, like, one of his old spell books or something like that?
No,
Wait,
the old spell book
no.
that you had was the one that Rengen now has.
Well, not that one.
The other one, you have a piece of one.
Yeah, I think I have a piece of something of one of Vamian's old things, right? And I do have a lot
But
of...
it doesn't have anything to tie back to him, is the main issue.
True, and I do have a lot of notes and stuff that I took from the cave, but was there nothing
none of
that...
them say who wrote it.
Ah,
They're just
okay.
notes.
Did I recognize any of it as his handwriting?
You did. but there's no saying that if you showed it to someone, they'd be able to go, yes, this is his handwriting.
Yeah, he has a lot of circumstantial evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Then I guess he'd be like, well, I suppose it could be considered circumstantial at best, but...
They won't like to hear that. You have
I'm sure.
anything to help them, especially if you're bringing up about someone else. We don't take that lightly, and if you are wrong...
Well... Aside from myself, I have another eyewitness that could back up what I would say.
Okay. Is he on his way to Volfest?
He shakes his head. For his own safety, I didn't want him trailing quite yet.
But he will be heading to Volfest.
He nods.
I mean, he kind of like makes like after a moment, he's just like, oh, okay, cool. That's the thing. That's something. Does he have any evidence in regards to what you are speaking of? You've been incredibly vague about what this is, and I can only presume that you're bringing up that they have done you a slight in some manner and you're looking to get recompense. What do you do? Push you
In
down
a
the
way.
stairs?
No, nothing like that.
I know there's bullying and such as that, but I didn't realize that it extended all the way to our Grand Volfest. I should think that they're better there. Not like some of the hooligans. And you can see his eyes staring straight at the guy playing the sitar, just like, hooligans.
he kind of chuckles in a, good manner.
All good-natured, like.
Yeah. Let me think. I knew I should have wrote down these notes beforehand.
I'm surprised you didn't.
Normally I would have, and then I got to playing Stardew and everything else.
Gosh, dang it! I was working and I still wrote down notes.
Sorry.
Granted, I had to wait when I wasn't moving and I was behind someone else, but I'm trying. I'm not getting on your case to get on your case. I'm just that amuses me that you're like, I had a thought, but I played Stardew instead.
Yeah. Is there any spells or anything he would know that might help back up his story or I don't know, truth-telling spells and stuff like that? I don't know.
The usage of Zone of Truth is, it would let people know that you're not, telling a lie, but at the same time, if you believe it's not a lie, then yeah, it's not a lie.
Of course.
That being said, it's
not
right back
foolproof.
where you're starting. It's still circumstantial evidence.
Yeah, everything I have is circumstantial. Unless we go back to the cave physically, maybe, but...
Even going back to the cave, there's nothing to say that he made the cave, or that, it could have just been naturally there and made by a druid, could have been made by another wizard.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that you have yet found that can point back to him.
You have to invent forensics, okay.
Out of character, there are ways to potentially do it. I would just be looking to see if you would think of any. If you can't, then unless one of the other NPCs that you speak with, has more to go on or things of that nature, they're probably going to keep it thought of the same way that you are. Because they don't know you're just like, I need you to look into this person, but I'm not going to tell you who they are.
Well, not quite yet, no. He's not just going to tell anyone.
I understand why out of character.
Yeah.
Surely, Vamian's handwriting is fairly well known.
No.
I mean, there's gotta be...
Not a widely... he's not like a renowned wizard. He's powerful, yes. But to the wizarding community, as far as Gyrus remembers him being, as well as what he remembers it after he got his memory back, he was a teacher. Which means he was probably, in their eyes, a 7th to 9th tier caster who then, settled down to teach.
I was under the impression he was a little bit more well known way back when he was first mentioned, but I guess it was just
yeah,
in
when
the
he was-
region, in the area.
In Volfest, there might be a
Yeah.
few people who'd be able to go, okay, this might have some merit and such as that, but
Does he not have any, like, I don't know, written records that they might have that they can compare handwriting to?
in the Scar, no. In
Well, not Scar, but-
Volfest, maybe.
Okay. And for some reason, the map is yeah, it's just me. Is the map loaded up for anyone else or not?
Yeah, it's loaded up for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me just refresh.
Yeah, it sometimes does that where your map will just kind of be like a blank thing. Whereas believe me, I've had to refresh like that before.
Okay, then in that case, I'm not sure there's much else he can do right now. Well, I guess Darius will just thank him for his time then, and then head back.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna do some thinking.
Okay. Sorry, Gyrus. It's just with the information that you had and all that was going on.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not like he divulged everything.
He divulged
it's
basically
still-
you are looking into a person to, have them looked into in Volfest. That's what you told this man, and he just in here like, did he slight you or something? In a sense, the guy. Oh, so he basically like pushed you down the steps or something.
Yeah, he's being quiet as usual.
One of these cases. Get off the grass.
Yeah, I think he's more just feeling things out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck! No, I forgot how. Well, I guess it's not a big deal, so he wouldn't ask. Never mind. Have to go all the way back to Volfest.
Oh, what
Okay.
a shame. He thinks as Rengen is there.
How many sendings have occurred now?
Enough to
Pretty much.
question where any possible evidence Rengen may have to help may be gone.
Yeah, he'll just go back then to see everyone.
The Gnolls are making sure to get there. They don't have many giant hyenas. There's only the one, Nipper, the Mount
Aw,
of Nelviri.
that's cute. Alright, baby, I imagine, are we outside of the inn, inside?
Make an animal handling check, Cassie.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I'll roll something real quick.
Every time, Paris.
I'm sorry.
Cassie's
you
just
guys
blood
would
for
be
wild
inside.
animals.
Gyrus, as you're walking back, you see Cassie like holding out her hand. You just watch as Nipper's just like makes like this slow grumbling sound and slowly just kind of like sniffing at her, and just Lux in the background watching this, just like, oh, don't do it. And eventually, Nipper just kind of slowly like sniffs, like starts bumping their nose against your hand, bumping it more. Like, it's like full on knocking your arm around.
It's like a cat.
Until finally it like leans in like right up next to your face and just licks you.
I will see if I can get this hyena troll over so I can rub their tummy.
You can't, it's wearing a saddle. But you can give it the pets. Which Nelviri will watch this and just kind of like slowly look at Lux, look back at you, and just be like, make like a, the fuck is this shit kind of motion. Just like, I wasn't like, then you just hear her eventually just like, I wasn't expecting that. He likes you.
He's a
Expecting you to
good
take out your
hyena.
hand. Huh. You win some, you lose some.
Alright.
Apparently I won. Go on.
Yes,
Go on.
head Oz.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, he has returned.
So, I'm gonna try to stealth.
Roll stealth.
Oh, that's thick. That's a 19, baby.
You are very stealthy. What are you stealthing about?
I'm gonna try to slip like 3 of those potions in Gyrus's pockets.
Roll me 3 sleight of hands.
Oh man! Oh
Go,
man!
go, go!
3 slights.
I got a 1 and a 3.
So you're like immediately you sneak it behind him, and at first you're like you're like trying to slip it in, and as you're doing it, Gyrus like turns, and so he's just face to face with you, looking at him. You just stare at him for a second, grab his hand, shove the potions into his hand, turn and flee.
Wait, I have to give him the hair dye too, though. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't flee.
You shove basically everything that you were planning to hand to him.
He's an
into
apple
his
too.
hands.
Apple!
An apple, 3 potions, and hair dye.
Yeah.
All in his hands.
Just
Yeah.
in your hands and then flee.
Please tell me I saw that exchange, John.
You
Just through
heard
the
something,
door.
you just see Nieves running. That's all you see. Yeah, you don't see the rest of it. You don't see what happened to cause Nieves to run, but Nieves be running.
I'll poke my head in. The fuck?
Does Nieves actually run off?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, yeah, he's a little stunned standing there with this stuff in his hand.
Oh, she gave you her gift! Why'd she run?
He does a little shrug. He's not really sure. What was it? 3 what? Potions of what?
Regular potions.
3 regular health potions?
Yes.
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
What is it, standard, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Just potion of healing.
Okay. And then the hair dye, and did you say something else?
An apple.
An apple?
He gets hungry, I guess. He's an apple now.
Okay.
Oh,
I
my
suppose I'll
goodness.
thank her when I see her again.
She kind of moves up to him. Oh, I got you something as well, but it's not nearly as useful. Why is there an apple?
To eat?
Food? I'm surprised she didn't make it into jam.
Oh, would have been nice.
Well, I'll remind her next time I see her. Maybe she'll take it back and give you something sweet to eat before we go. She'll pull out essentially just like a history book of the general area and hand it to him. Couldn't find anything magical, but I figured maybe this would be good enough.
Oh? This will be very interesting. Next time I see you, I will probably have read through it by then.
3 times. Minimum. Knowing you.
It only takes me 1 to remember it all.
Oh, that's right.
He's smiling.
Photographic memory thing. I'm going to regret you having that at some time further down our lives, one way or another.
I would like to think it'll be a benefit.
Oh, in combats and such. Oh, yes, absolutely, certainly. In embarrassing stories that I hope to every god there is that you forget. No,
He chuckles.
exactly. She'll pull him into another hug. I'm going to
He'll
miss
hug her
you.
back. Hopefully it won't be for long.
Depends on how distracted you get.
Or how distracted you all get.
Okay, look.
He laughs.
I'm not the one who wanders into every magic shop I see
No,
with
but
big
you
stars in their eyes. No, don't.
do
Don't.
need to pet every animal you see.
Mm. I've never seen a giant hyena before. Leave me alone. On the bright side, I get to see a lot more of him, apparently. He was supposed to bite my hand off. Apparently.
Is everyone else getting ready to go and stuff too?
Pretty much. Arthas would want to talk to Gyrus alone, but
Oh, well, I mean, he can pull him to the side for a minute.
yeah. He would just say, like, I mean, if you're gonna give her your answer, it's probably as good a time as any, since you're not going to be seeing her for a while.
Wouldn't that just make a bitter moment more bitter? Hold on. Yes?
Knock, knock.
Well,
I thought she
Better-
said Brit.
better than. Wait, is Tara here?
She said, hang on. Give her a
She's
second.
yelling at someone.
Probably Caesar.
You
No,
sound like Caesar.
I think someone else was calling her.
You sounded like
Yeah.
someone else was calling her.
It was Caesar. He was calling her.
Mother, can you hear
Gurus
me?
got it right.
Caesar has finally gained a human voice.
This
He's
is why you
awakened.
don't awaken your bunny.
Oh, I mean, Nieves is.
Oh, goodness.
I'm sorry, what did Urtho say?
I thought she was just like, it's better than making her wait for a few months.
Hmm.
Plus, you can give her some time to at least come to process it.
You may be right. Wish I didn't have to do this right now, though. Would have done it earlier.
Mm. Oh well. We don't always think things through.
He smiles, he doesn't say anything. He tends to think everything through, but I mean, he doesn't always.
So he's right, isn't he?
He's right, exactly. That's why he doesn't say anything.
Notice whenever someone's accurate, Jarvis never tells them that they're right. He just kind of.
Yeah.
Yep.
Arthur just gives Joris like a look back, just like, you know it. Yeah, you know I'm right. And I know you know it.
Yeah, he's just kind of smiling. He's gonna laugh about it.
Yeah. Have a good trip. Well, where are you? Are you? Oh, you're staying here. You're doing. Well, actually, are you staying here or are you going?
Well, I was originally planning on staying here, but I might be cutting straight back to Volvest.
Ah, okay. Fair enough. Say hi to Brengan for me, if you pass by. He gives us a bit of a smile there.
He smiles too, and he's like, "I'll tell him later tonight." He's such an ass.
Asshole!
Arthos doesn't know exactly like what he's talking about, but he just kind of chuckles.
Yep.
Arthos just kind of assumes he means like you're going to be traveling to Volfest as soon as possible, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, the family is probably amongst the people you'd want to talk to. Because Vamian was amongst them for a little bit.
Hold on. Sorry, what did you say?
Arthos basically just said you may or may not want to talk to the family since Vamian was around them for a bit.
The families? Wait,
His
what families?
family.
The royal
Oh.
family.
The royal family.
Yeah, Arthos remembers him being around that.
Yeah. He nods and he's like, "That is in the plans."
Alright. Well, yeah, have a safe trip.
You as well. All of you.
Safe travels.
He smiles and, as he sees everyone off, basically.
Be careful.
I will.
I'll ask
And he just...
anyone else
You know-
anything they want to do in the
you know-
city.
You know
Nah.
the other WoW meme.
Oh,
It's
which one?
there's like I don't think you would know Eddie Wally, but like There's a meme where it's just a guy going, "Wow," and then he winks.
Oh yeah.
It's like that. Wow. Wink, smile as Ethos walks away.
Oh my god.
But no wow, just the wink and the smile.
Alright, so everyone's moving on.
I believe so.
Yeah. Jarvis will just pleasantly wave and smile as you guys leave.
I guess you could say Joris is off to see the wizard.
Oh my god!
The wonderful wizard of Volfest.
Oh my god, are we meeting Tar's other character this session? Oh my god.
We'll see what happened.
Oh, where's the big slut?
And with that, I'm gonna mute myself, so y'all have fun.
Hey, you fucks, when my first character got kicked out of the party, I had to wait like 2 fucking sessions. Fuck you guys.
You also had to make
R.I.P.
your
my girl
character.
Grilda. It was done, the session, fucking Rengen was done by that time, you know?
Oh, I can't speak to what the
I
DM's
got
gonna do.
I mean, to be
I
fair,
got-
you
Guru's
also
I got
gone
bullied.
from one character to another fairly quickly, sadly, but
Hey, dude, I got
No,
bullied. It's not my fault.
I know what
The
happened. I
party
was
actually
there.
bullied me.
They didn't like Grilda, but then again, she was also a victim of circumstance, and, well,
She was also a bitch.
not really. Besides
She
She didn't do
Arthos.
shit. She cursed Arthos when y'all kicked her out. That's about it.
Yeah. But that was
Yeah.
also because Arthos was one of the most vocal, as far as she could tell.
I mean, Jarvis didn't like her because she was
I'm-
calling him on his shit, so that was easy.
I'm not going to bother arguing on this.
Anyway, continue.
Okay, so the gnolls all gather together, and as you guys begin, talking and such, you will essentially be given kind of the game plan for what's going to be going on with traveling with them. Your evenings and the start of mornings, the pack is going to be together. They're all going to be collected together, so you can talk to them, ask them questions such as that. Yes. You lean over and do it again, and she just like every now and then will pause, look at you, just be like, "How are you? Stop doing that! Stop that! Never bite her! Never just getting pets and just. He's clearly been trained because she can ride him, but he's still very you can feel that he is still a lean, mean. Jump over and bite somebody's machine. I didn't even understand a word of what you
I
just said.
said I've tamed the hyena. Meant to be a biter. Turned into a lover.
I mean, he always was this way. It's just that you're not prey.
Not delicious enough looking, but
Oh no, you look fairly delicious. It's just you're not prey. But what you're told is that at the start of the day, everyone will be together. However, shortly afterwards, the party is only going to be with 2 members of the pack.
okay.
Which is going to be, grab her name, Nilviri and Asha.
Okay.
The others will be out doing other things like scouting, mostly with Bolsa at the head of that. But the others will also be out there doing similar things as them, just going out, essentially both scouting ahead and looking to see if they can pick up on other tracks and things. If they need to, come back and pull you guys over for a raid, to try and, attack a group that they think they can take with you guys, they will. You do not have to participate in them. You can be like, yeah, we don't want to fight, and they'll be like, okay, and they'll go off on their own. And I will determine how those go.
I'll try and give assistance when I can.
They all die. You've lost your guides.
Let's throw hands.
Alright.
I suppose, yeah. Arthos wouldn't mind fighting.
Are you all wanting to be ready to throw hands and such?
I feel like Venora never says no to a freaking fight at this point.
A fight, you say?
Yup, there it is!
Oh, I'm so mad. There's not much I can do about it.
Depends on the circumstances.
You see Novira just kind of stare at you. The circumstances will be, we find a tribe that looks like they have plundered or stolen or kidnapped or done things that they really shouldn't have, and we go kill them.
There we go.
I can work with that.
I can work with.
I thought I made that very clear that that's what we were. I mean, granted, if they just look like an orc tribe, we're not going to just jump them. We're not going to jump to conclusions. But if they're carrying around, you know, people who don't look like they belong in an orc tribe, we might make assumptions.
I just don't want to be seen as someone who goes picking fights for no good reason.
Oh, we have
Just
a great
out of the
reason.
blue. Yes, I agree.
It'll be out of
this
the
is
blue.
one more reason.
It'll definitely be out of
But
the blue.
there needs to be a combination of the two. You understand?
But I told you the reason why already. Why?
Out of character, I don't know if Cassie in or out of character said that Venror is always spoiling for a fight.
Oh, I said that out of character.
There we go. Just gotta make sure.
Okay, that makes more sense. Why she'd be like, "Yeah, I'm just making sure I'm calm, collected."
And then rage happens, and suddenly... Should we speed these fights, basically?
Some of them. There might be some that where there'll be some important bits where I'll actually want you guys to fight, so that you
Okay.
guys get, you know, juicy information. You know.
Speed running.
Gotta go fast. Okay. That being said, you guys gather your supplies. You begin heading out of the city. Who's driving the cart?
Probably me.
Is everyone else going to be on the cart or wanting to walk?
Ride.
Ride.
Cart, sure.
Cart, okay. I'm guessing the good girl is going to be up in the sky. Butters? I'm still getting used to her name, I apologize. Vatha.
Vapa.
Vatha's going
Yeah.
to be in the air. Cool. Yeah, the people, the civilians and whatnot are, yeah, they are, they don't like the dragon, and you know, seeing it take off outside the city just you can hear a few like guards just like shift and be like getting into defensive stance until they realize, oh, it's just going up into the air. At ease. Settle down, everyone. It's more just you're already aware, just kind of their just to scare the guards. Yeah, basically, they're not used to this. From where you're from, they've gotten used to this. These guys, not so much. Let me check real quick. I'll take that down to the hotel room.
Why?
I have a similar question, dude.
Yes.
Why?
Because I was looking up saddles. Because I was trying to figure out how expensive.
An exotic saddle?
Yeah,
That's 40 gold.
60.
60? Okay.
So that took
That was
quite
kinda
a
close.
number of weeks to actually get for Nipper to actually have that. So yeah, I was just mentally doing the math in my head for how long that would have been, and yeah, that's a good ass saddle.
I know it's a good ass saddle. I had one that was similar.
I mean, you got a special one.
I got a magic one. Magic.
So outside the city, you guys begin making your way out. Near to the big cities, you're told that it's safer, just because it's a bigger city. However, as you were also told about the Red Hand, well, they have a reputation for not really caring about the size of the city, so you do keep alert, and as soon as you get within, I'd say about 5-10 miles of the city, the rest of the pack begins to spread out and start keeping their noses to the air and start looking around to make sure that they can patrol around, see what they can find, and get a read on things, leaving you guys with Nelviri and Asha. I told you a little bit about Asha last time, didn't I?
I know you told us her gender.
She was the ranger, if I'm not mistaken.
You are mistaken.
Yeah, no, you didn't tell us anything about Asha.
No.
I remember. One of the people told you to be careful with around sharp objects.
Oh, that's right.
She's the one who likes knives.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
collector,
Arthas would have mentioned that. Arthas would have mentioned that to the party. Don't leave sharp things around her. She will take them.
Cassie kind of clutches her sword a bit possessively.
Like she's not gonna
Yeah, she won't rob them off you. Just if you put them down. Yeah.
put them down and look like you're no longer in ownership of them.
So what, 5 minutes?
Oh boy. While we're going, I just want to make a. Can I make a perception check to make sure nothing's like?
Yeah.
Just check out the area.
Can I make one as well?
Threatening.
Yeah.
No, you can't. You're not allowed. Forbidden.
This is a different perspective. It's fine.
Oh. I got a
Boys,
3.
Oh, Jesus.
A 3 plus
Can I make one?
7 for a 10. I still got a. Yay! I got a. Ooh. What? Oh.
Okay. So with your 10 perception, you're looking around. You're trying to keep your eyes forward and trying to, not have Theodore constantly dancing away from the big hyena. That is totally not gonna hurt your. No, don't worry, Theodore. You're fine.
I got you, baby.
Basically, you're keeping your eye on Theodore as well as on this gnoll, this hyena. No harming the baby, but you're keeping your eyes open. Thus far, it's pretty clear. With the 16, you've got, for the most part, things seem clear. You look around, you see people moving in and out of the city. In the distance, you can't make out any forms or shapes to be like, I see that there are 3 men wearing white clothes. No, you can't see anything like that, but you are able to look around and see that for the most part, at the moment, things are pretty copacetic. Paris, from your are you on Lux in the air?
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining you're doing. Okay, cool. Looking around with Lux, you're just enjoying the sky. You're enjoying flying. Lux doesn't seem to alert you of anything, so at the moment you feel that it must be pretty safe. At least pretty safe if he's not saying anything.
Being able to talk to this horse is fucking amazing.
And you're able to get a decent distance. Nelviri doesn't push you guys to go any faster than you guys are able to. It's not like, yeah, get that cart going as fast as it can to keep up with this big old giant hyena. That's not what happens. But you are able to eventually make your way around, make your way over, and set up camp for the night. The rest of the pack comes back, able to have some food. They've brought some stranger meats than you're used to. Wildebeest is not the first sort that you've had before, but they cook it and season it in a way. They do ask, how do you like your meat?
Raw, and I'll point to Voth.
Vatha nods.
Anything that isn't raw is okay.
Living if you can offer it. She likes to chase.
They shrug and they're like, we already killed it, Saley.
Fair enough.
Oh no.
Alright, so you get... They basically like do like a very, very, very faint searing to the meat for you. For
basically a blue
Vatha.
steak.
Yeah, basically. For Vatha, they basically just leave it as it is and just offer it to her.
Oh no, mine I want to cook a little more. I'm not fucking a heathen like raw.
No. For you, so you're not having it raw, you're having it like medium rare.
Rare. But not...
Oh, okay, so you're actually getting it cooked slightly, but still raw enough that there's, you cut into it and there's still plenty of juice.
Yeah. But I'm not a heathen like Vatha who just doesn't cook it now.
that is what I was saying. I'm like, they sear it, give it a little bit of color, but it's still raw for you. Vatha doesn't care. She can
medium rare, like high tier rare, but not quite rare.
Well, it goes medium rare, rare, blue, and blue is for the fucking. You just make the outsides of it lightly brown.
I'd say at this point it's probably like a purple. Gnolls generally aren't picky.
They're cooks. They're not heathens. Most of them eat theirs
They're not
too.
Heathens, but they like a decent amount of cheese on that meat.
A decent amount. Yeah.
I mean, the same way as fucking Knowles, and now I want some freaking steak. Ah!
Fucking Ryle pulls out A1 sauce.
Ew, what?
A1 sauce.
Oh, okay.
Barbecue sauce.
He pulls out the lamb sauce. We finally found it.
I damn you, Butters.
Lamb sauce.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Listen, Gordon, you're in a different part of the world. Please don't scream.
Whoa.
Do not Fuzroda them. They're children. But you are able to get that cooked. You're having yours more rare, Paris, or?
Yeah.
Okay, more rare. Anyone else have a preference that they want to state to them?
Medium rare.
Okay, so they're able to cook yours a little bit longer, and they seem to like as they're cooking it, you see that first they're like just kind of like then you see them like slowly getting a little more anxious, like
Why are they getting anxious?
make an insight check.
Oh boy.
Alright, I will make an insight check.
Some tells me they're just hungry.
Okay. They have their own food that they are cooking and whatnot. It's not like there's a lack or too much of it. They're just not used to things above a rare, so them seeing this cook and like smelling it, cook, they're just like, okay, this is a thing. People cook like this. Okay.
So she just goes, I can cook it myself if you like.
Like, only if you want to. We're doing fine.
You look really nervous.
I don't want to burn it.
You won't burn it. Don't worry. You'd have to like cook it for like fucking 15 minutes to burn it.
He looks at you with the most horrified expression, just like, who would do something like that to meat?
Doesn't Dad like his stuff well done?
You'd be surprised.
If I remember correctly.
You see like full body shiver, just like, ugh.
Believe me, there are people.
Ugh. 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 Heathens. He gives you your steak.
And Earthos will consume.
Consume.
Everyone else is really quiet about theirs. Is Venrora not saying hers?
Venrora likes food.
I know Venrora likes food, but
He said rare.
rare? I didn't hear him.
Yeah, remember that was what he was talking about. The steak nearly being purple.
Yeah.
That
would we have potatoes?
Would you have bought potatoes?
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a
Oh,
stew.
that reminds me. I gotta make my
Earthos likes
marmalade.
potatoes.
Okay. You can have
Earthos,
potatoes. Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna like, basically, he's gonna like, just kind of, basically grab some I don't know, some dirt or something.
Mm-hmm.
Cover the potato, and stick it under the fire.
They just stand there, just like, huh? They just watch this, just like.
It's a little trick I learned at midnight one day.
At midnight, what the fuck are you doing? Fucking summoning?
No, you was hungry. When you're hungry at midnight, you cook, or you just eat.
Come on,
Shut in
Cassie,
your
I'm
face.
disappointed in you. You've done this before. Well, not this, but you've made food at midnight before.
NPRF said out of character. I thought you meant you learned this IRL at midnight.
Oh,
No, this one's an old
That's
thing.
why I was like,
character.
okay, that's why I was like, what the fuck are you doing at midnight?
Yeah, no, this is an old rainbow trick. So yeah, other people have done this before. They're not like, oh, what is he doing? They're like, this is how you like your potatoes? I mean, go off, I guess.
Yeah, baked potato.
Mhm.
Can't go wrong with it. But just leave it there for ages, and it's
You telling me people don't eat potatoes like apples?
I heard about people like that. Did they cook it first?
Could have sworn that was poisonous.
It's
No,
not.
Probably is. I was
it just-
fucking with you.
It just
Fucking no.
tastes weird.
It tastes like dirt.
I've never fucking eaten a potato roll. Seems fucking barbaric.
Yeah, no kidding.
To a point.
Barbarians, am I? You just see Noviri slowly look over and just like,
Cassie moves slightly away from the person who said that.
Well,
I had nothing by it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you say that, yeah, be prepared to face the consequence.
you see Noviri slowly lean in as their ears kind of go down. Second watch. Oh.
Cassie kind of leans to Arthos. Remember that weird treat that we found ages ago back home? Where they took corn and they heated it up until it made that really loud popping noise. I'm really wanting some right now just to watch this spectacle.
I don't think we have any corn. Do you have any corn?
We haven't got any corn.
I have some oranges.
Oh, can you make some marmalade?
Yeah.
Oh,
Guru,
what?
what do I roll? What do I roll for that?
Do you have
Roll.
cooking
Do you have the
supplies?
shit to make marmalade?
Yeah, you. So do you have
I don't think I do. I think I have
tons of oranges, sugar, like
But she's bought the oranges.
water? mean,
I have
we have
water, definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, water's easy.
I imagine I'd go through the marketplace and buy whatever
Marmalade
I needed.
would not work how she's doing it right now.
Nah, she would need
You
a,
do not make it with oranges. You make it with orange preservatives.
It's basically she's
You
making
can-
a jam.
You
Yeah,
can.
make
Yeah.
jam.
At that point, it's a jam,
she's
not
calling
marmalade.
she's calling it a marmalade, but
She's no culinary education. Leave her alone.
The fact that she made, like, good as fuck jam with that knowledge is terrifying.
I
She
mean,
makes nothing else.
you
need
can.
the fruits bowl, sugar, water.
I
You
imagine
can-
she would have gotten all that stuff in the marketplace. I just, out of
Well, there's
character, I
also
have
the
no
fact that
fucking
this
idea
is-
how that works.
This is also the modern version. Like, ye old versions had different ways, usually.
Yeah, you.
Why the fuck are we arguing over marmalade?
Because you
Yeah,
brought it up!
can you let me talk, please? I imagine she would have gotten whatever she needed at the marketplace. Like, out of character, I have no fucking idea how that would work.
no, I understand.
Our character, the only difference between marmalade and jam is that marmalade has fruit peel in it, and jam doesn't. It's pretty much the same process otherwise.
Yeah, she could just make marmalade.
So can I roll for that?
Yes, that would be a. I'll say it'll be a wisdom check since you don't have proficiency with cooking supplies.
Oh, sisters, let's go. Does guidance work for that? Let me check it again. I always
It's a skill
forget which
check.
one is which. I'm gonna guidance myself. Yes. Yes. That's a natural 20.
What?
You
The
make
first
it.
control of the night, sisters.
You make it.
Fuck it.
This is all that matters. Okay, I have marmalade now. I leave the orange peels in there.
Just holds up the jar. Da 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 da.
After as this is all going on, you're starting to get your food and such. You start listening into the sounds of the night, relaxing, just kind of hearing like faint crickets, like beginning to increase in volume. You hear an owl hooting. Is that a hooty hoo? He tumbleweeds away. Gyrus's specter appears. He already died. No, I missed him. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at this.
Without the party guarding him, gotten into one melee fight, the man was fucked.
You got picked up by a person.
Oh goodness.
Nothing bad happens.
Alright, what happens on watch? Or doesn't
Right.
happen on watch? Because that can be a thing, too.
Yes.
I'm just gonna roll a 1d3, whatever I roll with watch, he's awake for. Him and Batho are awake for.
Okay.
Oh, can I be awake and watch too? Did
Oh,
we
if
have
you want
all
to.
those?
Second watch.
Which one is the least amount of people on it?
They have an equal amount on each watch.
Okay, then
Like,
I'm
you
not.
guys
I'm
don't
not
have
staying
to
up.
participate in the watches unless you
I'm not
want to.
staying up for watch. I'm gonna use my jar of marmalade as a pillow.
Yeah.
I'm.
Uncomfortable as shit.
Yeah.
I'll
I
put
am
an
sure.
actual. I'll put an actual pillow over the fucking jar for her.
Thanks, sister.
Venmora will stay up on watch because it's all she knows.
This is all I know. Leave me. Oh my god! I just saw that
Watch
manga
this,
page. This is
honestly.
my hole. It's specifically made for me.
Cassie,
Yes.
roll me a nature check.
Are we sitting on an anthill? Are we sitting on a giant anthill?
I'm about to bite me now.
represent the
We're sitting on a
Just
giant
like Bubba
anthill.
Clone.
Swear to God.
Yo, boys, what if we represent the lollipop gang out here?
Unless these gloves give me advantage on nature checks or something, then fuck.
Nope.
Arthos is. Well, he's just gonna head to sleep.
Okay.
What are these gloves, by the way? Is this a homebrew thing?
Hmm?
The gloves that you gave me, what are these things anyway?
Yeah, this should be.
Are you talking about those fancy nature gloves?
Yes.
The
Are
nature
they
gloves?
homebrew or standard?
They're,
thought they were
they're homebrew.
Okay.
Paris said you were going to be awake for first watch, you said? Or what? First?
Third.
Third. Okay. Alright. There's like a moment, like as you guys are like, you know, getting ready for bed and whatnot, and Cassie, as you're, you know, laying out your stuff and whatnot, you suddenly hear though. You look down, you see on your sleeping roll is an owl.
What the fuck?
Stares at you for a second, like tilting his head, and starts like jumping up and down on your bed.
Hi? I'll pick him up.
When you reach for it, it starts like hopping off and starts like, it flies, like flutters, like flies away a little bit, and like hops back towards you and hops away.
Oh. Fuck it. She'll water sword and fall after it.
I'd pull up my sword and pull up the bird. Okay, cool. You follow it away. Is it when it sees you?
See what's happening or no? Just her.
Just her.
Okay.
So you're thankfully faster than some things. As the sun is setting, it's definitely getting darker, and having the firelight from the camp is definitely helping. But you are getting a little further away. A little further away.
I'm stopping once, like, the sun is almost gone.
Make a perception check. You see someone approaching.
No.
You can't quite see him at first.
Stop mocking the owl.
The fucking glasses commercial with the owl. Who are you? I'm armed and I will run you through. Do these people just keep approaching me? Or this person?
So it's really quick who it is. You recognize him very quickly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who the fuck? Did you guys not get that from the fucking owl?
I kind of figured it was the owl, but I've also been attacked by a deer with razor sharp teeth, so I'm not really gonna, assume anymore.
I'm assuming you nat won that, so you didn't recognize what owl it was.
Yeah, I nat won the nature check.
Yes.
No, it was the nature check was to figure out that
y'all. He is haggard, obviously. He's been running.
the nature check, by the way, was to see if you realize that you guys have gotten more towards the plains areas. There's still some forest, but you're far enough away that most owls wouldn't come quite this far away from the tree line.
Oh, okay. Basically, like, this owl shouldn't fucking be here.
Like, you hearing hooting really close to the camp, just thinking to yourself, this is normal. This is fine.
Yeah, Jarvis is running up to you.
What the hell are you doing?
Once he gets to you, he stops and he's breathing heavy because this is not something he does. He fucking running.
For my water.
And then once he catches his breath, he's like, "Oh, thank goodness, I didn't want to be out after night."
Why are you here? I thought you were gonna stay at the town.
Well, it turns out that there's not exactly a quicker way to Volfest.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He'll take the drink of water.
Yes.
Yes.
Did Jarvis actually tell Cassie or anything? Or
No.
No.
left immediately. Oh my god! Wow.
Yes.
That's why I said this manipulative bitch.
To be fair, part of it
We
was
did
him
leave.
not realizing which way was fastest.
I mean, and also like we did leave immediately after he made that.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Though Jarvis could have stopped Cassie. But...
Yeah,
He could have. He actively did not. Don't worry.
Ugh,
Yeah, he's breathing heavy and stuff, but he's catching his breath now. And he's
deep
like,
breaths.
he looks very disheveled. I mean, his hair is always kind of disheveled looking, but
Could have just sent us a message saying, "Hang on."
true.
Oh,
Did you
alright.
not get my owl?
I did, but unfortunately, it's late. I'm tired, and I didn't know what the hell it was. Well, other than a fucking owl.
Oh, I thought by now you'd recognize it.
She points up to the sky. It is almost dark. Tired.
Well, is it just Cassie here?
At the moment,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. He kind of glances around and he's like, I hope everyone doesn't mind me sticking around a little longer
I don't think they will.
after that commotion earlier.
Well, if you explain
More
yourself.
curiosity, there's a fucking green dragon that was keeping watch in the sky fucking land.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, Vapa.
He kind of bows to it.
Roll a persuasion check.
No, be real honest.
what,
Her
Gyrus?
wouldn't need to. Immediately showed respect. She just fuck off.
Okay.
Because she's
never
seen
mind.
it before. Yeah, she
Yeah.
just fuck off. Showed respect. She'll back for
Okay.
now.
Yeah, no, yeah.
do, I guess.
You bowed and she was like, all right, I'll let you live.
So now,
Who the fuck is you? Oh.
Well, it's like she's seen him before.
She knows who he is. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like she's just gonna fuck off. She's gonna be like, alright, fuck it.
He goes back up into the sky, just like, there we go.
Alright, come on. Let's get you back to camp before you kill over.
As he's walking back with her, he's like, did I miss any fights or anything?
Nothing spectacular.
He kind of nods. Well, that's good.
Yeah, I'm sure he's confident at this point. I could lie through my teeth, but I won't.
Yeah, when he
Then
comes back to
Vora
the
lost
camp,
an arm.
when he comes back to the
got
camp,
it
he's
back
looking
now.
very disheveled.
All right. So yeah, the gnolls just kind of look at you, and just kind of like look at each other, just like, it's fast. Like they don't seem to mind. They're just like, we saw you before, so yeah, you're cool. So yeah, didn't see that bugbear coming. Came out of nowhere. Oh goodness. So that being said, you guys are able to get some sleep. With the watches, nothing happens immediately during the night. I will need a roll for third watch though. Paris. Hopefully I didn't mute myself. Guys? Ah, shit. Hold on. I'm back. How
Okay.
much did you miss?
What I tried saying, by the way, is when they went back to the camp, Ryle would look up and go, "You fucking didn't even say goodbye to me, you cunt!" I get we didn't know each other that long, but I thought you could at least be polite. Shit.
I said goodbye when you were all leaving town.
I wasn't with them at the time. I was getting my stuff packed.
Well,
Such
I'll
a
make
shame.
sure to say goodbye next time.
He tosses He tosses his hair back, but his hair is all done back into some dreads, so it doesn't go anywhere.
It goes nowhere.
Yeah. Back tightly into a dreaded bun. Just goes fucking nowhere, but doesn't.
He throws his head, basically.
Yeah, the beard whip is magical. Just
Oh, Mads, we can't hear him.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Yeah,
don't.
he's like,
No,
Oh,
it's
I
fine.
can
I
hear
just
him.
wasn't
Oh,
sure.
okay, okay.
I was disconnecting and reconnecting very rapidly for some reason, though.
We can hear Oz, right? Oz, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, this was a mic check. We can all hear each other again. Yeah. So I don't know if anyone else would say anything or not. He looks a little sheepish. He's a little embarrassed.
I mean, Arthos is asleep unless, like, he woke up from the commotion.
I mean, Raul was shouting, so
yeah.
He was?
Yeah, Raul shouts at him.
Yeah, the
Joshing
Knolls, like,
around a
kind of
bit.
sat up at that, like, huh? And they look at you. and they're
Let
like, oh.
me...
Well, you described it as we were getting ready for
Yeah.
sleep, so yeah. Raul's
that's true.
wanted to go to sleep immediately.
I think Arthos would probably wake up at that, actually. He's, as of recent, a bit of a light sleeper.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he wakes up. And he just kind of looks around like, oh. And he lies back down.
Good. Arthos, he couldn't stay being away from me for that long. He got an 80.
With all the commotion, I assume I could wake up too.
Yes.
You see, we were heading to Volfest anyway, just taking the best route back.
Yes, you were.
What are you doing here?
Well, there's no quicker way to Volfest, so I'm figured might as well travel with friends.
Okay.
Good. You will be safer that way.
You're probably right.
now maybe you should rest after you little. Kind of look back to where they came from.
Look like he just fucking booked it.
Yes.
Hair disheveled, breathing, like his cheeks are really, really red.
Probably.
You should sit down.
How long did you just fucking followed us by?
No, I didn't run the entire way.
No,
Raul,
you're able to handle that.
Raul will dig in his bag for a bit, take something out, walk over, and just hand a bottle out to you.
He kind of looks at the bottle and him as if looking for an explanation.
It'll warm you up.
What What time is it?
The stuff.
Is this like...
It is evening, right before first watch.
Okay, so this is like just after like dinner and stuff.
Yeah. So there's still a little bit of food that can still be given. Basically, you're getting table scraps, but it's Knoll table scraps, so they're actually like chunks of food that you can eat.
So Arthos digs around from the fire and gets out his jacket potato, which he has saved and deliberately not eaten.
Yes.
And he hands it to Jairus. Figure might want some dinner.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
very hungry.
Also, just a thought I had. Jairus, can you DM roll me just a thing real quick?
Yes.
And you're I'm going to tell you what it is that I need you to roll, and then I'm going to tell you why.
Okay, okay.
Also, Jairus, do you accept the hooch?
Oh yeah, he'll accept it.
Okay.
He's not gonna like take a huge old swig, but
Yeah.
he'll like sip at
It's
it.
it's very disrespectful to refuse a dwarf, so alcohol, I'll have you know, so good job. Anybody else?
Sleep.
Okay, then I guess yeah, when he sits down, he kind of squirms a little like he's uncomfortable. Probably rubbing his back a little.
Did you make him roll for a point of exhaustion, Guru?
He's going to be waking up in the morning anyways, so that would clear it up. It wasn't for that. It was for something more thematic for him to play off, which he failed. So he was able to play it off.
Yep.
Well, he failed so he could play it off.
Yes. If he succeeded, then he'd been like, yeah, I'm tough and strong.
Oh,
He did.
His back hurts.
Well.
Wait, where exactly is he rubbing his back?
Like lower back?
Okay.
He needs a massage. Everybody out of my way.
Someone told me I'm great at massages. My hands can get deep credit.
Remember, just kind of like cracks your knuckles in the background.
Oh no! You'll kill him.
He kind of shakes his
Not
hand like, I'm
entirely.
fine.
Cassie just, like, fucking sits him down and hands him a blanket and pillow and walks back to her seat.
Oh, this is before first watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's not even sleeping.
No.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Sorry, that just occurred to me.
So,
I mean, Arthos could be an early to bed, early to riser.
Yeah.
Nah. He'll go to bed the same time as everyone else, pretty much.
I think, since the watches are pretty figured out, Dyrus is just gonna sleep the entire fucking time.
There
Pass out.
was one thing I will need from the watches. Specifically one person.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I'll take first.
Watch.
Oh,
Just a
great.
Perception check. That was what was lost, by the way, when my my internet was like, no, let's just go to sleep. Go to sleep.
It wasn't just your internet, Chief.
Right.
It was
That wasn't
everyone's.
the internet, that was Discord.
Oh, okay, that was Discord. Okay, good.
Discord legit shit itself.
I thought that was just me. So cool. 18. Okay. You and
Nothing. Sorry. Go on.
He just flails in his sleep, hits a fucking tree, knocks out a big chunk.
no,
Where
he
the fuck
hits
did that
him
fire
and
damage
he just
come
gets pissed and rages on instinct.
where did that fire damage come from?
Don't know. I'll turn it off.
Yeah, that's not a thing on there.
Why is it also just a straight 2 damage? What the fuck happened to my war pick?
What did they?
Oh my god.
God damn it!
What the fuck?
His war pick has gained sin.
Alright.
Admit
Wait,
it,
but now fucking it's not getting the magic bonus. What the fuck's
it is.
happening?
It is.
No, to the damage. It didn't get
yes,
added
yes,
to the
yes,
attack.
it is. If you
Yes,
see
to the damage, but did not
Yes.
get. It's supposed to be a plus
yes,
9.
yes. But no. Look right. Look
Yeah.
in front of the. Right where it says equal, right to the left of it, it says mod, and there's a 2 next to it.
I don't see that.
What do you do?
I do.
Are you looking at the first or the second?
Second.
Oh wait, no. You mean the.
The plus
Yeah,
two
the
is
second
name.
row
Oh,
is up
wait,
in
no,
there.
I'm sorry. I looked up at what the huh? Where'd the plus 2 go? I don't understand what is going on here. Hold on. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be set up. I see that you already fixed it, but
Yeah, I already
yeah,
fixed it.
I was looking at the damage. I apologize, not the actual
Yeah.
2 hit. It took me a second to realize you meant the 2 hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cassie, you keep your eyes open, and eventually you see one of the gnolls, actually both of them, like you see them both reach over to the other and pat them each other at the same time, kind of jump in surprise, looking at each other, like hold a finger, and then like squint and slowly point in the same direction, which you are able to quickly follow and see the same thing that they are seeing, which appears to be. Off in the distance, you can see like what appears to be like a semi-shapeless form, like in terms of like a small group, if you will. Yeah, not cryptid, not like it's like a you see a thing walking out to the forest. It's actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. Roll for initiative. No. It's like in the distance you can see that there's a group of some entities that are moving around. They're far enough away that they probably can't see you guys, just because the way that they have situated their campsite. They're just near the crest of a hill, so that you guys can actually peek over the hill to see what's on the other side without being seen. It's a ways off, which is good, but it's also a ways off, which means you can't actually see anything. Kind of start chattering to each other in a language you can't understand, sadly. Let me actually roll something real quick.
The gnolls beside me or the group?
No, the gnolls beside you. After like one sentence, though, one of the gnolls looks to the other one, just kind of gives him a look and just like motions to you behind him. He looks back at you, looks over you, is like, "What?" Looks back at you, looks back at him. Oh, common. Turns to you. Hey, you see them over there?
Yes.
Think they're red hands?
Only way I would be able to know is if I got closer.
You see, when you say that, his eyes go from you to them, to you, to them, to you, to them. It's like a calculating. You want to see if we can sneak up on them?
I have a spell that'll better hide us, but that still means that you have to be light on your feet.
Cracks knuckles. I'm game. You see the other one's like slowly like rubbing his forehead, just like,
You also have to stay close to me.
you two go. I'm not getting yelled at. Go. And motions for you like. He has had to deal with this before. He's not doing it again.
I'll cast Pass Without a Trace and start heading over as stealthily as I can.
Okay.
That's a 14.
Luckily for you, that is a plus 10, 25. So, you two begin making your way over.
One pairs.
Yeah, I don't know why.
One second here, I'm gonna. That's 14. Because of his 25, that's actually still pretty good. Like, it's
divvied up.
brush.
That's a 19.
Yeah, it's still there's still brush and such as that, so it's still not the easiest for you to move around through. But with a bit of help from the Pass Without Trace and from your companion, which through the Night Watch you would have found them to be. Let me see here, Zeth. This is Zeth you are currently traveling with.
Okay.
You are able to actually get reasonably close to the encampment. If you'd rolled higher, you could have been like almost on the edges of it. But once you get to a certain point, you kind of start getting to a point where you're not comfortable with how loud some of the grass is, so you kind of just slow down and get to where you can get a better peek. First thing you notice, big red hand on a piece of white cloth just flapping in the breeze. This is a squadron of, or not a squadron might be a poor choice of words, it is a group of these red hand individuals. There's maybe about only half a dozen of them, but with them standing essentially as sentries are a number of undead. All appear to be either humans or humanoids. So humans fall into humanoids, obviously, but there's some who are like zombies rather than skeletons, so you can actually tell what race they were. And they're just watching, keeping an eye out. One of them looks to be a skeleton, and it's holding in its hand a bell. You can guess from the way that it's set up, if the skeletons notice anyone approaching, they start ringing the bell, wakes up the encampment, and they jump on them. Or run away, one of the two.
Very quietly, she'll mutter in Zephyr, we need to head back.
Starts scooting back.
She'll try and move backwards, like, while keeping an eye on them.
Okay. Roll another stealth check. Okay.
That's it.
You two disappear. you're just gone. Slide back, and now that you actually like made a path with your bodies through it, you guys are able to just make your way back. No one even notices you were gone. Like when you actually show up again, the other person on watch is like still looking out, and you see him like trying to peek around to try and see where you guys are.
She puts her finger to her lips when looking at Zeth. She'll move up behind. Oh, what's the other one's name? Remind me, please.
This is Totem.
Okay. She'll move up behind him and lean down like as close as she can get without alerting him. What you doing?
Flips over.
She grins at that laugh.
It's like a hyena's laugh.
I love that laugh.
Anxious, but oh yeah, it's like it's the kind of laugh hyenas do when they're anxious, but still, trying to not worry about things,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you that badly.
I thought that there was an assassin that was gonna run up on us from the encampment. It was.
Well, we might still have that issue.
How many did you see?
Half a dozen. Along with a number of undead as sentries.
You see, when you say that, he's like nodding for a second. He slowly, like, his brow furrows.
Apparently, they are somehow acquainted with the undead.
Yeah, we told you that. Remember?
There are some things that I retain and some things I don't.
Sometimes they'll even go as far as to like start casting the spell before the person's actually dead, and then kill him right before the spell goes off. Did you know that? Yes.
Guru,
what?
That was to Earthos.
Oh yeah, no. He thought this was general knowledge. He's not saying this because it was told you. He thought this was general knowledge. He didn't realize that City Girl doesn't know.
She kind of tilts her head. Go on.
Yeah, like looks over to Zeth, just like, I don't know if I should tell her, and Zeth just kind of like, go the fuck on.
I mean, you talk as if I should know this, and I'd rather have an idea of what might come and, and she kind of moves her hand across her neck.
Mm-hmm. I mean, well, let's be fair and honest. Kind of glances over his shoulder towards the encampment, looks back to you. Look, there's good undead and there's bad undead. On the one hand, they've got good undead with them. As long as they're, keeping their sentries bound to them. Once a zombie or an undead is wild, meaning that you forgot to cast the spell to keep them under your control, then they're bad undead. Technically, the Red Hand is okay about keeping them, but they let a lot of their undead just kind of go wild, and then they leave them in places to be nuisances and dangerous, and we don't do that. I mean, if we have a time of need, we'll raise undead, but when not, as soon as that need's done, we put them back in the ground. But these guys, ugh, no, nasty.
Hang on. Okay, sorry. Come up to the door.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard that.
Cool.
So, what you're saying is... Are you trying to question the bill that you're able to raise undead?
No, I can't do that. Seth, slowly looks to you. Slowly just drags his hand down his face. He's not telling a lie. But you see Zeth just, rubbing his face slowly. Asha can. She's a cleric of Lucanus.
Does that name sound familiar to me?
Claws of Lucanus, the name of the mountains to the north of this continent.
Yep.
Thank you.
So yes, Lucanus is a god that you've heard of. You're not intimately familiar with them, but Lucanus is a name you have certainly heard.
Do I know anything about that place, or is it just like I've heard of it?
It's not a place. The Lucanus is a god.
Brother. Do I know anything about the god, or...
Religion check.
Oh, can it be a history?
No.
Damn. Okay.
For this specific thing, it is a natural 20.
I had no faith. I rolled so many nat ones.
You're aware there's numbers in between 1 and 20, right, Paris?
Not anymore. I rolled like fucking 4 online.
Paris, you rolled a 20. You got a 22 and a. There are numbers.
I know.
Almost.
That's what I mean. Like I rolled really high and then it just dropped. That's how it's been this entire session. So I was just like, well, the 22 happened.
Now it's going to go up. Yeah, it went from 22 to 12 and then went back up. Alright, so what you would know about it's literally on the map. On the left side of Azaleus. Rosalus, not Azaleus. Azalus. Yeah, see? Claws of Lucanus. Right there. I will spell it for the people who are reading. Actually, no, Paris. Paris already did it. Thank you, Paris. So, natural 20. Lucanus is one of the few twin gods. Lucanus and his sister Luos. Lucanus is a very nature god. Not only in the sense of just nature itself, but also in the grave, basically the cycle of life sort of thing. So life, nature, death, and the grave, all those things are things that they kind of encompass. Not death domain, like not the gathering and looking for death.
Basically how the cycle of life fits into nature.
Yes. They also have a very interesting title. Despite being twins, this is not one that is shared by his sister, which is always this is the reason why you kind of remember, because he has this title but she doesn't, but they're twins, as he is, of the two of them, referred to most often as being Wolfborn. Another fun fact, because you got a natural 20, I will give this to you as well. He is the one who created many of the more animalistic races such as Tabaxi and Gnolls.
Okay. So, it kind of looks up for a second, and then it's like the light bulb goes off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so... As far as I've taught, like, raising dead, even for clerics, is frowned upon, isn't it?
From what you've understood, clerics, what he said about wild undead, that is a thing that you've heard your father speaking of before, as well as your mother, I believe. Where they don't always refer to undead as just being undead. Like, if it's undead and it has a mind of its own, it's dangerous.
Right.
If it's undead and it is bound to someone, the danger is not in the creature, it is in the person who created it. So if that person is just using it to, you know, carrying around bags, it's not technically bad, but people are going to keep an eye on that person, because if they don't cast the spell to keep it bound,
then it becomes wild.
It becomes wild, and as far as people have checked and seen, there's no way to bring a undead back into a tamed mindset, as far as they have researched. Except using more wicked methods, if you will.
So it's basically like, if you have control of an undead, it's not, like, frowned upon, but people are definitely going to be like, please keep that thing in check.
I really hate to use this as a reference.
It's like owning a Rottweiler.
Yeah. The difference being is that Rottweilers are good dogs and are, like, really, like, it's based on, you know, keeping, you know, the training of them like any other animal. In this case, Skelly Boys, Zombonis, they're going to be following exactly what you say, as you want it to be done.
Right.
And if you just let them off for one day, yeah, you lost them.
Okay.
Yeah, one day is all it takes to get a wild zombie, and at that point, yeah, you can get in trouble for that.
It's the paranoia, essentially.
The paranoia is what gets most people, and more importantly for the common folk, is the fact that they all they know is wild. They don't really think about other things beyond wild undead, so when they see someone with the undead and whatnot, they usually think they must be using some kind of evil, wicked magics to do this. Wicked, bad, haunting magics is.
Magics? No! You're gonna fucking incorporate Golem into one of your fucking games, and I swear to God, I'm gonna kill him!
Luos.
That is how you spell it, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, no! So she just kind of tends to smile at him. Well, that'll certainly be useful then. And so long as she keeps control, obviously.
Yeah, of course. And of course, if she loses control of it, she is the one to put it down. We all watch. It's funny to think that she arms him with all these sharp, pointy things that she finds and collects, and then just sometimes is like,
Is that why she collects the knives?
oh yeah. She sometimes will just like get like we figure she's talking to him like way far off, and she just has like she'll get like skeletons and have them throw knives at things. Just it's so funny watching them just throwing their arms in circles. Just
God, out of character, are you referring to like that gif of the skeleton who's just completely windmilling his wall and chucking a knife every time he makes like a circle? I'll have to see that sometime. And again, your laugh is so adorable.
yeah. He kind of like waves it off, just like, hey, we need to tell Nelvira that we got a target in sight.
Should we wake up, or should we wait until...
I mean, we can wake up first, of course. Do you want to wake up? I mean, I'm not tired. Oh, you meant the others. They kind of like look at each other for a second.
Amongst the others.
Wait, which one of us are you going to tell Nelvira?
I'll tell her.
Oh, yeah, she's going to tell her? She's going to tell her. They like shoo you off like, yeah, you go tell her.
Is she awake or asleep? Since, I mean...
She's asleep. Like, she's got the whole, how do I put this? Big giant hyena is laying down, and she's like laying against the big giant hyena as a, well, pillow, basically.
Okay. Hi, Nipper. Hi, sweetie. Mini Jonah. She'll pat its head, then kind of gently nudge. Hang on! Okay, Nelviri. Okay.
Yes. Nelviri.
Nelviri.
You see, I slowly
Nelviri, I need you up and away.
She's watching. No, she's like, her eyes open, and she's like staring at you, like as though she was already awake.
Red Hand Group.
Cracks neck slowly.
Go running in.
Slowly looks up at you. I will do what is needed.
What is needed right now is to make sure the rest of the group is awake and prepared.
How many?
Half a dozen, along with their undead sentries and helpers. Trust me on this. We're going to want at least some of the group.
She starts slowly picking up stones, like tossing them in her hand, looking at everyone like,
At least do it the gentle way. Gentle way does not incorporate a body shot with the rock.
You wake them. They're not up in 5 minutes. I'll do it my way.
She stands up and starts to wake up the group.
I fucking dared toss that rock and then roar. Fucking see what happens.
Yeah,
Okay.
the rock.
Paris, do you wake up the Ryle?
Yeah?
Okay, point of order. How do you do it?
She just kind of gently shakes him.
No, Daru.
Mm.
Oh! Uh-oh.
Let me get some grappled!
Yeah!
Yeah.
Just like, hand immediately to the throat.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh.
He just, oh. He just lets go and patches.
Big Australian.
Sorry about that one. Sorry about that one. Pat you on the back. Oh, not usually. Usually the only person waking me up is a fucking dragon. So, being shaken awake lightly is different.
I like him.
Blame my father for that one. Haha. And he stands up and brushes himself off, still wearing the armor. He doesn't take it off.
What's going on?
Fenrora walks past.
Next time, have me do it. My arm is longer, he can't reach my neck.
Sure about that.
He looks.
He's gonna
he
have
looks
to work
over to
for
you.
it.
He looks over to you. I'll knock you on your ass. I'll be able to grab it, huh?
Judo flips onto Vinora's neck.
If you knock me on my ass awake, then that means I get to throw you.
Oh, wait, before we fight, Cassie, what's going on?
There's a group of red hands
Oh, are we
over the
fighting?
hill.
He takes out the alcohol again and holds it to Cassie.
She takes a swig.
Yeah.
Jarvis
Fucking
is
natural
rubbing
20
his
to the throat. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I got you covered, man.
That's fucking medicinal alcohol right there.
Right!
That
Nieves
good.
looks at. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go on.
Nieves looks at Jairus and is like, "Are you sure you're good to come with us?"
Anyone like 5 more minutes?
He's rubbing his eyes, but he
as far as
looks
I know.
tired.
As far as I know, nobody's attempted to wake up though, so.
I woke up everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she said
I
everyone,
didn't
so.
okay, I didn't hear that.
Should we? Are you sure? You could maybe stay here if you.
He kind of waves his hand and he's like, no, if there's something that needs to get taken care of, I'm fine.
Arthos wakes up with a fright. I'm just like,
Please don't choke me.
Feral instinct.
Oh, I love the idea of Erthos gets waken up before Ryle, because I just love to see his reaction to this dwarf just utterly throat checking his.
Arthos
Sleepy.
would honestly, yeah, he's just a bit too tired. And he's just like, oh, cool story.
Holds up a scorecard, 8.5 out of 10.
Oh, fuck you!
Fuck, that's a
how
natural
are we-
20. God, he's the Russian Joe.
Yeah, he is.
How are we gonna do this? Are we just
Well-
going?
If
Here-
anyone would like to.
As you see that one of the gnolls did not. He decided, to go back for 5 more minutes. From the pattern of the fur and trying to get used to them, you can take a wild guess that it's probably Kinred. He is not a smart man.
He went back to sleep?
Yeah.
Maybe I
he-
should have
he,
warned you that it was.
Yeah, she tried to wake him up and whatnot, tried to talk to him, and you just heard him just say something like, I don't know.
Guru, is that the one that I beat in a drinking competition?
Yeah.
I'll walk up to him. Time to assert dominance.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Alright.
He just hits the fucking T-pose.
Aw.
Great. Wait, do you have advantage because he's sleeping if I'm grappling because they're technically unconscious?
Yes, I'll allow it.
You wasted
Yes.
that.
Oh my
Yes.
god! Wow.
You wasted that nat 20 on my throat.
Let's see if
I'm
he's
fine
actually
with that,
awake enough
Ferris.
to
Defend himself.
mhm.
Please, natural one.
So he had disadvantage. His
Yeah.
first one on the die was a 9.
Yeah.
His second one on the die was a 4.
Nice. So,
he is
yeah.
absolutely just like
what do you think I'm doing, Guru? Is the question.
chokehold.
No.
I was thinking
That's
either
just
that or
gonna
elbow
make him
drop.
sleep again.
No. What happens is he picks him up over his head
Oh,
and
no.
throws him at a tree.
Oh!
Oh my goodness.
Make
Hyena
Make a
chucking!
strength check. No,
Strength or athletics?
Oh, we should
Is it
be
athletics to
hurting
throw
each
someone a
other.
raw strength?
not-
Yeah,
it's-
we'll say athletics. I'll allow it.
It's
'cause
not
this
like
is- this- you're not
it's
trying to
not
do
like
damage.
chucking him. Yeah, he's just like wake up and just pushes him like
I know, but
No,
Nevis
no,
is
no,
worried
roll-
by
roll-
now.
roll athletics.
yes.
Oh my god.
the fuck out of here with this shit. Butters,
So,
what are you doing?
You don't throw him so much as you just pick him up and then just drop him.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I try to aim for the tree and I just throw him like I let go a little too, so he just goes straight into the ground.
I was gonna say
Basically, yeah, because basically out of what you're doing, like you're like trying to throw him. For everyone else, it looks like you picked him up and then just like pushed him forward like half a foot, so he would fall 5 feet away. That's just whoosh. And you just see him like breath taken out, just like
He goes and squats down next to him and he goes, "Time to fucking kill some pieces of shit. Wake up, pretty face." And he pat.
He actually does have a pretty face.
Oh, that's
He
nice.
gives
I'm writing
a thumbs
that down.
up, just like he slides over and just pushes himself up. Let me put it this. Okay, Taru.
What?
I'm sorry. I have to make sure that this is informative for you because this is for you specifically.
Fucking do it to her, Guru.
Okay.
Do it to her.
He has a bit of drinking habits and whatnot, but there's tiny bits of himbo energy that can be felt from him.
Okay, good. God, I don't want to
Okay.
hear this.
Don't mind
No,
himbos. Don't mind himbos at all.
No, I'm letting her know that just so that she's aware that
Oh, I bet you do.
he's a bit stupid.
That's me!
That's
Grr.
not always that.
Yes,
That's
I'm aware.
Comparison.
Yep.
Guru,
Yes.
I'm imagining no one wakes up Vatha because no one wants to wake
Oh,
up
yeah.
the damn dragon.
Right!
So
Very-
as people
Medora
start
would.
to get up, no, she has a good perception. So once people start to get up and walking around, her head just raises. It's like you wouldn't be able to even tell she's awaking. She's just head raises.
awakened. I am woke.
Like
so-
Medora wouldn't have any. Oops, sorry, go on.
oh, sorry. You go first.
Nah, I was just gonna say something stupid.
Okay. Arthos would ask Cassie what's up.
Group of red hands.
Ah.
Over the hill.
Then you just kind of casually walk over to Jairus.
Vatha ignores the jam. Vatha
That's
has
right.
meat.
My
Uh,
jam! Stay away from me!
I had some extra for you last time.
Oh.
Not sure you're aware, Jairus,
He looks over.
but well, the Red Hand are rather well acquainted with necromancy.
Oh, is that so?
Um,
Is that what we're about to be fighting then?
More or less, probably. I didn't get exact details on what's happening, but if they're well acquainted with necromancy, they're probably going to bring some undead. So I have a question for you. Given
Yes.
your personal experience as a necromancer, could you pick out exactly whomst that necromancer would be?
Did you pull him to the side for this, or you just ask him this? Just
Oh, I pulled him to the side, yeah.
okay, just double check.
All right. Would I be able to figure that kind of thing out?
You can make an educated guess as to which one the caster likely is. However, due to the fact that there's more than just necromancer wizards who get animate dead, you wouldn't be able to do like unless one of them was specifically a necromancer, you wouldn't be able to definitively say this is the one without, having a little bit more time to study them.
Okay. Yeah, then he'll be like, I can make an educated guess, but nothing's very obvious if that's what you're asking.
Nothing concrete.
Okay. Anything that I should know? about necromancers?
Mm,
Anything dangerous at all? Beyond, of course, the undead.
well, you don't want to be stabbed by the pokey ends, but
Did he just say Pokians?
You can't see me, but I'm looking over my shoulder like I'm looking back at you in the backseat of the car, just like, what the fuck did you just say?
the pokey ends, like, of their sticks. He's being stupid.
Okay.
Guru's the angry dad looking in the rearview mirror at the kid in the way back, like, I can't reach you.
No.
But if I could.
I'm the Dwayne The Rock Johnson meme from Escape from Witch Mountain.
Oh god, yes.
Oh god, what the fuck even was that movie?
It
Wild.
was wild is a
guys.
good answer, yeah. Yes, continue.
Obviously they're weak to holy or what is it?
Radiant.
Radiant
Hey,
damage,
sisters.
right? I think, is that the only kind of weakness I would be aware of?
Hit them
and-
really, really hard. AKA, if you crit them, you can also take out zombies without having to worry about radiant damage. Or just beat them to death.
Yeah, then, he's just gonna be like, as far as any special things go, they're weak to radiant damage, but I'm not sure if any of us are capable of it or not. He glances around.
Probably not.
Then the usual message should work.
Gyrus, look at the chat.
I mean, that doesn't mean that he knows if she has radiant spell.
I don't think has she ever used.
Yeah, I've
anything
used
that...
I've used Sacred Flame to take out
Oh,
zombies
right,
before.
right. Okay, no,
Oh,
then he
okay,
would mention that Nieves would know it. That's something he'd remember.
Nieves has something of use.
Yeah, he'd
Besides
remember.
healing spells, because she is powerful.
He would have taken note of that. I forgot, but he would mention it.
Okay. Alright. Okay, well, I guess final question. Who first? Should I take out the caster or the undead?
Preferably.
I pulled Gyrus to the side for this. But
I don't know. My bad.
There's still, when the caster goes down, the dead still are up, right? The undead.
Oh yeah,
They
but
just become wild.
immediately more dangerous.
Which means
Yeah.
they'll just keep doing what they were last told until that job's done, and then they can do what they want.
He thinks about this then, and he's like, I suppose there's not too much of a difference. When the caster is downed, the undead will keep as they were, and then no one will control them.
Okay.
So I suppose if you'd rather have a focused undead or a loose cannon.
Alright. Well, let's tell the group then.
You know,
I'll walk up to everyone and pull them over.
He's gonna let him explain.
Oh, also, by the way, Gyrus, I left a note by your sleeping bag.
No, should I check now?
Anytime.
Seems kind of ominous. I guess he's gonna sneak away to go look at that while he's talking with everyone then.
Okay, he'll basically say what we discussed.
So, what you're saying is you walked all the way over there just to say all that. As opposed to just saying it in front of the group.
I'm fucking tired, okay?
So then it makes less sense that you would walk further.
No, I just rather have, like...
What's done is
I
done.
I prefer one-on-ones to whole group discussions.
Yeah, he might have just been more comfortable having a one-on-one. You know, Cassie. I guess we're gonna go fight. Where the gnolls?
He's being honest, as far as you can tell. Cassie.
He does look tired.
He just prefers sort of. He has questions in his mind that he wants to get out, right? So he prefers one-on-ones because then that just makes discussion easier and more efficient for him.
Fair enough.
Maybe you could eat some marmalade, and then that would wake you up.
Yeah.
There's sugar in it.
Never give Enrora the marmalade. She's gonna eat the whole damn thing.
Cassie will fight you!
Aurora can have little marmalade as a treat.
I can outrun you. It's fine.
I'd like to see.
Yep.
And
on,
if you say a Lux, she has to
No
get
very-
onto the horse first,
Oh yeah, no very.
and by then
Uh,
the
here,
marmalade
let me
will
put
be
it-
gone.
Let me put it to you this way. Fuck Lux, I have Spike Girl to slow your ass down.
Ooh.
Bold move from someone who's seen me jump before Paris.
So
Takes a second to jump, but you can only move your movement speed.
Yeah, I can move outside of the spell's range pretty quick.
okay.
Just jump 200 feet.
So I guess we're gonna go talk to the Knoll lady if nobody else has anything.
Nover is, basically getting a very quick breakfast going. Basically, it's nothing, no fire, just essentially just.
It's bread and cheese.
Basically, yeah.
I gotta run around and feed everybody marmalade from a spoon. God damn
I
it.
imagine you get some in my beer, just like, the fuck are you doing?
Basically.
I guess we got a quick eating session, then we.
Yeah, I will say that we'll end the session here on that note.
Oh my god,
because-
it's already time?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Oz got her thing she's got to do, and we got to make sure we don't have too much and too little in session. Besides that was a lot of fun, just role play stuff. But next session we've got combat.
I'm so excited! I want to fight.
We're gonna get a fight.
Don, I have just a curious question, just because of last week's threat.
I'm so afraid of
Which
what I made
threat?
with Guru coming up next week.
Which threat, Paris?
That's why I'm DMing you.
Okay.
I'm gonna DM Guru too because I feel left out now.
That felt like it went by so fast.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, we did start at like 7:30, so it's been 2 hours. Oh, it's
Don't
been 2
worry,
hours.
Paris, It's
Two and a half.
it's been subtle.
The fire damage is back.
Why is it back? What the fuck are
Is
you
it back?
doing?
Hold on. Did it take away the +2 to hit? It took.
No!
No, it didn't, Guru.
Okay, it did. And I was about to say it looked like it did for a second.
It's a plus
But it's
2,
not-
I hope it didn't.
But it's still not rolling like the damage. It's just rolling
Yeah.
a flat 2. What the fuck is wrong with your war pick?
I don't
Maybe
know,
it's-
it's having a stroke.
It's gotten possessed.
Maybe it's because
on
it's
its own.
maybe it's because of the name of it. Maybe I don't fucking know.
No. It
Also-
keeps making it a flame tongue for some fucking
The
reason.
fuck?
Just remove all of the fire damage.
I did.
And then it did the other thing.
That's fucking.
Oh,
rude.
there we go.
Did it
Okay.
finally fucking work? Jesus.
There we go. That's
It only works on a
I
crit.
did nat
That's
20.
That's the joke. It only works on a crit.
God, look at that
It
main
all
damage
comes
too. That's
together.
tasty.
That's some tasty damage. Wait, what's with the insight?
She thinks that she noticed some stuff from some of the
Ah.
gnolls. She's not sure exactly what she's noticing, just that they're friendly. That being said, for everyone who is watching back at home, thank you all so much for watching with us. This is a delight and a pleasure to play with this. I was very pleased when I saw that Gyrus realized the
Right.
shore going
The error
south.
of his ways.
Oh my god.
Because it's more the reason why partly is because going to the north, it's one, you have to go over 2 parts of the Colossi crawl, and you're going through forests and swamps, whereas going to the south there's forests still, but it's more scattered, as well as deserts and plains, which are generally more flatlands. So you're going, not plains, like hills and grasslands. So you're going to have a lot more just going straight, not having to go about, excuse me, sorry about that, that slipped out. But essentially just him calculating, just like, okay, if I go this way, then thinking about it again, wait, if I just go with the group, I'm going to be, oh, god damn it!
Very much. I'm sorry. He's so dramatic. He went through all that shit and he just came back.
It's fine.
You have to leave. Comes
We've
back
kind of-
immediately.
We kind of always suspected he was a drama queen. I mean, Earthos and Cassie for sure know he's fucking one, so...
Yeah, he was a little flustered when he came back. He was embarrassed.
That's why she tried to do at least mild comforting, because there's not a lot you can do to help that one.
Yeah.
Arthur was just chuckling.
He made a calculated decision, but boy was he bad at math.
Which is weird, because normally he's good at it, but damn.
That's what
Well,
I
you can
mean.
miss the
He
carrying
still
one.
makes mistakes sometimes.
oh my god. Trust
When-
me, Paris. The number of times I've forgotten the minus sign and it's fucked up everything.
That's basically what happened.
Fair, fair.
Yes.
Yeah. No, wait till session. Is session over yet or no?
No, we're ending it right now.
Yeah,
So
I'll
thank
tell you
all-
after.
Thank you all so much for playing with us, watching with us, everything here. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!
Have a good night. Well,
Bye.